place for one. Subscribe to my content, helps me grow my channel. So this is an incredible day on board an R9T Scrambler, taking you to the most beautiful lakes in the country. As you know, Switzerland is the country that has the most number of the highest transparent lakes in the world. Most beautiful and untouched nature here that you would really be amazed and you would not believe it really exists unless you see it with your own eyes. Most photos will appear like as if they're photoshopped. Bike, sweet bike. What a beautiful day swimming here. And days of summer. So I strapped on some of my equipment, which is an inflatable boat, quite huge boat. It's like a canoe, but it's for two people and it's huge. Now look at the scene of the sunset. I'm enjoying the sunset at this beautiful Swiss lake because in winter it gets very, very miserable and lonely. So I charged the hey, fuck you. So I charged the compressor that inflates the boat with the R9T. Look at these ducks. These are the only thing that bothers you in the lake are the ducklings and the swans. And some of these birds just come near you and say hello and things like that. Look at the sunset in Switzerland. The other side of the lake is other country. It's a really small, beautiful country. It's really heaven on earth. Water is very transparent. Reason being, I don't have a boat here because having a boat is very expensive of riding. I took it everywhere. I took it to France, I took it to Italy, I took it to England, I took it to plenty of places. It carries a lot of weight, surprisingly. So if you know how to load it and you have a ratchet and you know how to strap things on it, it carries a lot of stuff. So usually I carry my boat. I carry a backpack which is large, but this gives you lots of power, far more than the GS, because it's far lighter, easier to steer. When you steer the steering, or when you steer the bike, you steer the lights as well. Meanwhile in GS, when you steer the handlebars, you don't steer the lights, the headlights. The headlights are stuck within the chassis, which is another thing. When you're in a very dark environment, it's much easier for you to see around. The other one gives you a bit of struggles. Of course it has adaptive head control system, and this one too. So when you lean on the right side, it lights the right side of the road, left lights the left side of the road. So this is a small compressor I charged on the R9T in the USB socket, which helped me a lot reduce the time of inflating the boat. Otherwise you would have been pumping till the end of days. So it has been much, because you could really struggle with the heat if you have an inline 4 or V4. This boxer engine gives you this advantage that it's all and air cooled. So the cylinder heads also are far away from you. There's no fan that blows hot air in your crotch and grills your sensitive parts, sensitive bits, or any other sort of suffering. Stay away from the sun. Woo. Shit.